Well, hello and welcome to the WFO Racing League's Wicked Wednesday Truck Series live at Indianapolis Speedway. And I'm going to be your commentator, Vern Bradley, half of the Village Idiots. I don't know where the other one's at. He was on Facebook about an hour ago, I can confirm that, but he's definitely not in Discord right now, so. You got me, myself, and I, and we got about, 7 minutes probably before we go racing. We're going to we'll get started a couple of minutes late here this evening, but we're going to get started nonetheless for you. So it's going to be fun. We did have to switch sessions tonight over a little bit of a setup issue with the truck, and we got it straightened out. We're going to get going live for you in about 6.5 minutes. Until then, we're properly going to take a look at the starting session. We do have trucks going around the track for practice on the new setup that we got here. We're looking at that school bus truck right there. That's going to be Jared Cox in the number 28 Ford F-150. Jared sitting 5th on the board. We'll take a look at the entire starting grid here for you tonight. It's actually a day race at Indy, but it's definitely night where I'm at in Florida. They don't have lights around this racetrack, so we can't use a night session. We have to use the morning session to give the tracks a little bit cooler temperature, help the trucks handle better. And we do have a new driver in the field tonight. He's, I believe, the brother of a couple of other drivers over here at WFO. So we want to say welcome to Noah Wagner. Noah is our newest member over here at WFO, so welcome, Noah. Look forward to seeing you race, buddy. Your brothers have had success here, and watching that 28 make some laps. You can see that right front fender and right side's got a little damage on it, which means he's already made a little love to the outside wall. Don't want to do that too much. You'll wear these things down. Nate, welcome to the stream, buddy. Gonna have to start a whole campaign. Where is Nation? Where is Nation 01? Missing in action. Probably walking around the house without the crash helmet on again. Could be one or the other or all of it. All of the above. I'll tell you, the 28's still getting around here pretty decent. Got a little damage on the right side, but he can't reset. It's just Vern right now, Nate. Nation is missing in action, buddy. He might make it in here later after he gets his shower or his nap or whatever it is. We'll see who else we got on the track. Looks like Hal Lamey's sitting on pit road. Passed out in the McDonald's drive-thru. Hey, Jeffrey. Good luck to you tonight, Michael McCauley. Oh, there we go. We got Enrique in the 10 truck on the racetrack, so we'll watch Enrique for a couple of laps. You'll see these guys run right down to the last second. Trying to test this baseline setup as much as possible for tonight's race. I'm going to try to get my mic to set properly in front of me here. And start working the cameras and stuff. There's the 3 truck of Hal Amy coming out on the track now. Get a chance to see a really cool paint job right here. That was painted by Nation 01. Only thing that guy does right. His paint jobs. It's like I tell him on the broadcast, though. If you can't get here on time, just get here when you get here. I'll be here. The broadcast will be up on time. That's a fact. So starting grid tonight, starting on the pole. No surprise, he started on the pole here in the ARCA car last night. That's the 11 of Cody Williams. To his outside in second, you're going to see last night's commentator in the broadcast booth. That's the Bradley Cooper driving the 5. Starting third, Enrique Rick Vagone in the 10. Going to be in that third position. Outside of him in fourth will be the 84 Brandon Winning. Starting fifth on the field here is going to be that school bus truck, the 28, actually right here, of Jared Cox, and his outside in sixth will be this driver. That's the 3 truck of Hal Amy, most popular driver over here. We'll see if you guys can get the votes in, get a good driver of the day vote challenge going on here tonight. See if somebody can unseat that 3 truck. We've had some rivalry going on in the chat. I think we're going to take it easy on that tonight. I don't really have the energy to argue about it anyway, so we're good. 7th place starter here is going to be Steve Seegers in the 16, and his outside in 8th, that will be Michael McCauley, driver of the Little Mermaid number 81. Starting 9th is going to be the 26 of Keaton Tripp, and his outside in 10th, you'll see Rylan Neese in the 06. Starting 11th is going to be Austin Wagner in the 22, and his outside in 12th will be Richard Holland in the 31. 13th, you'll see Artie Peterson Jr. in the number 1. In his outside in 14th, we got Mayhem, David Mayhem Moody, driver of the 88. Starting 15th, Corey Cook making a start tonight. Good to see Corey have a night off work where he can race. And Corey will be in the number 61 truck. In his outside in 16th is going to be the number 21 of Richard Springer. Noah Wagner, welcome to WFO, buddy. He'll be starting. Oh, Noah's in the 14 truck tonight. We'll have to get his number straightened out. Hi, Diana. But Noah Wagner in the 14 tonight. We'll get him a permanent number next week. We'll be starting 18th on the field. And that's going to do it for you. That's your 18 starters here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And that's right. That's the way to tell him, Nate. If he ain't first, he's last. So let's find Cody Williams right here, the pole sitter. And look at Coop sitting outside of him right there in the 5 on the front row. Same place I started last night. So we switched places. That's right. Coop was in the booth running the broadcast last night. I was in the race. And I was in the 114 car, and I started right in the same spot that Coop is. The difference is I had to lead by the end of the first lap. I didn't win the race. I ran 4th, but I did have the lead for about the first 19 or 20 laps. So Coop's got to one-up me tonight. Got to lead those laps and try to get the win. I believe he got the win last week. So, hi, Denise. Welcome to the stream. Doreen, anyone else that I missed in there? Diana, I think I said hi to you during the grid. We appreciate everyone that tunes into the streams week in and week out. The drivers over here at WFO love all the chat in there, and I think they laugh about it and get a kick out of it. I don't know how many times I heard, Vern, you okay after that last broadcast? Yeah, I'm fine. It gets pretty funny, but it's a good night to broadcast. I had a lot of fun in the race last night. Indy is a really fun track to drive. It's definitely a driver's track, and It's like I told Coop after the race, you got to have both hands on the wheel around this place. If you take one hand off of it, you're going to find yourself in a whole world of trouble. So you want to keep both hands on that wheel. You're going to have sweaty palms. Probably my head sweats a lot with an Oculus Rift on, but some of these guys use a virtual reality, so they might have the same issues. But that does become an issue, and you have four separate corners here. And that's 4 opportunities each lap to make a mistake. So you want to try to keep those down to a minimum. I know that 11 was fast. I raced with them all race in that ARCA car for 80 laps last night, and I swear for over half of that I battled with that 11 directly. Cody Williams he's definitely got Indianapolis figured out pretty well in my opinion. So that 11 is going to be one to watch here tonight. Hal Lamy with a good qualifying effort had a strong ARCA car last night. So we're going to have to watch for that 3 truck. Definitely the 81. I seen him in the ARCA car up there late in the race last night as well. Michael McCauley, Little Mermaid, not too bad of a starting spot back there in 8th. So pace car is going to go in this time. There he goes, and we are waiting for it. Waiting for it. Green flag and racing at Indy with the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series. Oh, Coop tried to hang it out outside, but he's not going to. It looks like the 11 is going to get him clear, so Cody Williams is going to go to the front. Enrique in the 10 is going to try to take advantage of the teammate right here. Looking to his inside, but Coop, man, he give a little bump draft to that 11. The difference with these trucks and the ARCA cars from last night is the trucks will benefit more from the draft down these long straightaways at Indy. So you can possibly draft up to a guy in front of you here. As we are trying to complete lap number 1 here. Whew. Man, that green truck back there really hung her wide on corner exit, and I need to refire my timing and scoring, which is no big deal. Do it every week. Look at Enrique in the 10, putting pressure on the back of the 11 of Cody Williams. You see Coop in the 5's going to fall back a little bit, but look who's in the 4th now. That's right, the 3 truck of Hal Lamy. He's going to move around that 84, Brandon Winning. He's going to have the 3 up in the 4th position. Strong last night in the ARCA car here. We'll have to see where McCauley fell back to after the initial start. He's still safely inside the top 10, but he does have the 31 of Richard Springer on the back tailgate. He's got the 16 of Steve Seegers in front of him. And I believe that's a Wagner right there, the 22 of Austin Wagner. I want to see what kind of paint job this 14's got on it tonight. Is that a Hooters paint job? Yes, it is. My favorite restaurant. Not a bad-looking paint either. Hooters.com on the tailgate, and I believe Noah's one of the new drivers, so we're going to give him a little camera time tonight. Plus, I like the number and I like the paint. Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day. I should have got that out of the way right off the bat tonight, and I didn't. Got to talking about the other stuff going on over here at WFO, and it completely slipped my mind that today is St. Patrick's Day, and hope you got your green on. That's right. Hopefully the drivers got their green on. We still have ours here in Florida. We've had them for a long time. We've got a couple Hooters where I live around Lakeland, Florida. They've been here for many, many years. And I'll tell you what, if they go somewhere here, Nate, guy might have a heart attack. No Hooters? My God, what is the world becoming? What's this world turning into when we don't have a Hooters left? Come on. So Enrique is right there with the 11 of Cody Williams. He's not able to, doesn't really look like he's able to do anything with the 11 yet. I think he might be trying to see if the 11 is going to wear out the right front. Or this first run, man, I'll tell you, for me anyway, it's all about filling the tires out, knowing how hard you can push the truck and getting it figured out for the rest of the race, really. Thank you, Denise. I feel the same way about you and your entire family. It's awesome the support that your family puts behind WFO Racing League, and I wouldn't do this. I mean, I wouldn't start these broadcasts and come in here week in and week out if it wasn't for the fans and the families of the drivers, the friends of the drivers that come in, and it's all about having fun. That's what it's about inside the league and outside of it. So thank you. Thank you for giving me the motivation to keep coming in here and doing this. You see the 11 right there trying to stretch it out a little bit, but let's go back and check out third place. It changed hands. There's the 3 of Hal Amy. Coop's going to fall back a couple of spots. Hal Amy and Brandon Winning in the 84 right there are going to take advantage of it. And the 3 in the 84 is now third and fourth on the racetrack and nose to tail. Oh, that 84 trying to peak down there. Hal running a little bit higher line. We'll see if it gives them the momentum off the corner. Looks like the 84 is going to get position right here. Hal he's not going to be able to fight back on the outside right there. He's going to drop back to fourth. You see Keaton Tripp right there in the 26 going to make a run at him now. You don't get a good run out of that corner, man, and it'll cost you down the long straightaways right here. And I think that's what we've seen with the 3. It's real important to get down to the bottom and get position. So he dropped back, still inside the top 5, so still having a great run right here. Looks like the 22 of Austin Wagner's behind him, and that 31 of Richard Holland's made up some spots since the start. Holland started back there around the 12th position, and he's all the way up to the 7th spot in the 31 truck right now. So Richard Holland headed the right way. 22 Austin Wagner doing the same. Looks like Hal Amy's caught out on the outside once again. Hal's got the 22 going around. Now his teammate in the 31 right here is going to try to do the same thing. Now here comes Coop in the 5 trying to charge back. And I don't know if Coop bounced the outside wall or not. Looks like I don't know. I don't really see any damage on the right side of that 5, so not sure why he dropped back early on, but ooh, that was close for the 3 truck right there. Hal's got to be real careful right here, and he's got a lot of trucks around him, and they're battling. And it looked like a little teammate a little contact with the teammate right there, the 5 truck of Bradley Cooper. But Hal's going to get a little drafting help from the short bus. Jared Cox driving a 28. Thank you, Diana. I wish Nation was in here to read that. Wish he was in here to read all of it, really. He'll read it later. He always does. Man, Hal Amy's got the tailgate full, the mirrors full, and I'm sure he's got 2 hands full on the steering wheel. You see Jared Cox in the 28 going to get a run on him, try to take a spot. This is going to be the 7th position that Cox goes to. Now Corey Cook in the 61 is going to try to take a shot. That's going to move Hal back to the 9th position right here. He just needs to get in line and try to get settled down and bring that truck up underneath of him again. Had it all the way up to 3rd and probably leaned on that right front a little bit too hard trying to chase those guys down, and it can happen in a hurry. You see I believe that's 81. Michael McCauley, the Little Mermaid right there on the tailgate of the 3 truck. You got the 16 of Steve Seegers right behind him. Oh, where's my candy at, Amy? I like candy too. And apple pie. Damn. Oh, how Amy's in another battle right here. The 81 of Michael McCauley, the Little Mermaid, trying to pick up a spot. Steve Seeger's going to follow through, and now Coop's going to close up on the tailgate of his teammate. And Coop's going to stay behind him, just give Hal a little bit of shove down the straightaway. Coop seen him falling back. He said, all right, man, enough's enough. Let's go forward now. I think those two will work together, but Coop's dropping back too. Not sure what happened to him right here. But Coop is under fire from the one of Artie Peterson. Artie working the inside of the 5 truck. Oh, not quite clear. Coop's going to be able to hang a fender there. Man, I think Coop just about knocked the wall down out of that turn there. You see the 21 of Springer going to try to take advantage of it. So little different truck with, 11 laps in than what we seen last night. We did have a change up front while we were watching them race in the back. The 10 truck of Rick Fagone is taking the lead. He's going to put the 11 of Cody Williams back to the P2 spot. So we're numerical again, 10 and 11. They did get that part figured out. Now we'll see what other camera views we can use right here. Well, that's the chase view. We don't want that one. Take a little wider view for a little bit right here. Yeah, no surprising. But yet they don't, our government don't think that's criminal, right, Nate? So there's the 11. Cody Williams, a pole sitter tonight, falling back to the second spot behind Enrique. I'll tell you, he's running with him, though. I think Cody's managing the tires. They're 13 laps in on the run. We were able to go about 18 laps with the ARCA car last night, and that was at 50% fuel, so I would imagine at 75% fuel that they can go somewhere around 23 or 24 laps. I am so happy to read that, Diana, and I can't wait. And you know I love Mama Riddle. And I love that apple pie, too. When I get it. So Cody Williams trying to hang with this 10 right here, but the 10's pretty fast. And another driver that's fast is that 31 of Richard Holland. Week in and week out, you have to watch out for the 31. He seems to be the truck to beat. And he started in the 12th position. Like I said, Richard Holland's got himself in the top 5 now. We got your vote there, Tim McGuire. Thank you, buddy. We're going to go find the Little Mermaid back in the 10th spot. Looks like he's still battling a little bit with that 3 truck here. This is 10th and 11th, the 81 and the 3. And you see Artie Peterson right there in the 1 behind them. And I believe behind Artie is going to be Richard Springer in the number 21, and then you'll find Coop in the 5 right behind Springer. So Coop's going to have to get down to business and figure that right foot out a little bit. Work that throttle a little bit and try to get that 5 truck, the Cheez-It truck, back up towards the front. But let's go back one more and talk about too much about mayhem. That's David Moody right there in the 88 truck. Bass Pro Shops paint scheme on the 88 this week. Truck's nice and clean. Running in the 15th position out here. So it don't look like Moody is tearing it up, and I want to say congratulations to David Moody. I believe it was yesterday that he told us that he graduated to the C class on iRacing on the NASCAR oval side of it. So congratulations there, Mayhem Moody. That is an accomplishment to get out of rookie and to get up to the C class. And you only got a couple more to go, buddy, and you'll be up to A class. So Moody picking up a little bit of confidence as he picks up a little bit of speed. And the one thing he's doing, man, is you look at that truck and it looks like it was just polished on pit road. So he's not dirtying up or messing up the truck. We're going to go find the 06 of Ryland Neese. Ryland's back here a little bit. Small dent in the right front fender. Hi, Cindy. Well, actually, I'll take that back. I think Ryland's got a dent down most of that right side of the vehicle. The NASCARmoney.com truck looks like it has damage. Yes, it does. Whole right side of it there, and that Indianapolis can do that to you. It is a flat track and not hard to get into the wall if you overdrive it. So let's go back one more. We're going to find the Hooters truck. That's the 14 right there of Noah Wagner. Wagner making his first start at WFO tonight. The truck looks clean, so he's doing a good job. I'll tell you, Noah might be brand new to it, but he'll come after it. We got another NASCARmoney.com truck going to the front. Keaton Tripp has caught the leader. Rick Fagone, we got a battle for it, and there goes Keaton Tripp, and the 26 is going to take the lead. So Fagone's going to fall right back here to second right now behind that 26 NASCARmoney.com truck. And now Fagone's stuck between two teammates at Wagner Tripp Motorsports. The other teammate in that equation is going to be that 22 right there, Austin Wagner, as here comes the crossover. Rick Fagone in the 10 done sized the 26 back up and said, you took it from me, I'm going to take it back from you, and now the 26 is going to cross them over. And we're going to see another crossover as Keaton Tripp is going to try to go back to the lead one more time. Fagone, knowing that 10, holding really strong on that outside line. He's going to be able to hold right next to the 26 down the straightaway right here. And he probably needs a little drafting help, as that draft from the 22 to the 26 sure helped that 26. But look at that 10 fight back. Man, Fagone is strong in that second line. Rick Fagone able to fight him off for a lap or two. Now he's going to fall back next to the 22 and maybe behind him right here. But I'll tell you, Fagone don't have to wait too long. That 31 of Richard Holland is caught up to the back of this pack, and we have a 5-truck battle for the lead. We are at lap 19 of 80. 18 laps complete in this race right now. Your top 5, you can throw a blanket over them. 26, Keaton Tripp leading it. He's got a tailgate full of the 22, which is a teammate, Austin Wagner. You go back to third, you're going to find the 10 truck of Enrique, and I don't know if he got tied off that corner and maybe touch that outside wall, but Enrique slowed down the straightaway. He's going to let the 11 by on the outside. He's also going to let his teammate right here in the 31 by. I think he made his right front tire mad, is what happened. I think the 31 or the 10 might have made that right front tire a little bit angry running that second line. And now the 10's going to bring it to pit road. Oh, he's smoking the tires coming into pits. I don't know if he was planning on taking 4, but he's going to have to take 4 now. So Enrique locks the binders down. Hopefully he got it slowed down. We'll find out on his pit stop right here. He is going to be the first of the leaders to bring it to pit road. So just like I said, that right front tire was gone. But the first run is the run that you want to push it and figure this kind of stuff out for later in the race. Truck Series has a few less drivers start in it every week, and it's not surprising when you see a race go caution-free right here with these guys. So no penalty for Enrique, and he's going to bring the 10 truck right back to the racing surface, and he'll actually, depending on how much earlier he comes in than everyone else, that might put Enrique at a little bit of an advantage. Attacking the track on fresher tires as we watch a battle between teammates right here. You can tell by the sponsorship on the trucks. 2 different paint jobs, but same sponsorship, same team. Hi, Adriana. Hey, Mikey. Still no Nation. Nation is missing in action on every milk carton in West Virginia right now, I'm sure, but not in the broadcast room. So 26-22, first and second right now. I believe the 31 of Richard Holland took it to pit road as well. You see him returning to the racing surface now, so the 31 has made his pit stop. The leaders are on pit road now. 26 of Keaton Tripp, 22 of Austin Wagner, 11 of Cody Williams. Jared Coxon, the 28. It's like Brandon Winning in the 84. All 5 or 6 of these trucks are going to bring it to pit road. And when it recycles, it might be this driver that's out front. I don't know. You didn't have to do that, Diana. He won't hear it anyway. He's sleeping. Or he's staying out of here so he don't get no trouble tonight. He's afraid of what'll come out of my mouth that might get him in trouble, probably. So you can see Enrique in the 10. He's going to go around the 22. And he's up here a little bit. And then you got Austin Wagner right there in second. Right behind him and not too far back behind them is going to be the 31 of Richard Holland. So Holland's back there just a little bit. But here's the coupe. He wasn't on pit road yet. So the 5's going to hold out an extra lap there. And I figured they could go about 23 laps before they needed to pit. And I think they more so have to pit here for tires than they do for fuel. Like I said, they have 75% fuel as opposed to the 50% fuel that we run in the ARCA cars. And speaking of the ARCA cars, I want to thank everyone that put a vote in for me last night that made me driver of the day. I ended up doing the interview later than when Coop called me in the booth because I actually wasn't back on the computer yet. I had to wait for this computer to get started up so I could jump on and do the points and then do the interview for driver of the day that I hadn't even looked at YouTube and knew that I won until somebody in Discord told me. So I did get the interview in late with Coop, but really I want to thank all the fans that put the votes in. And I tried my damnedest to win that thing last night, but it just wasn't in the cards. But I promise you one's coming this season. I have one coming. I just got to put a track on my radar and go get it. Indy was a good shot for it, though. I love this racetrack. Always a lot of fun. We are 24 of 80 laps complete, so over a quarter of the way through here already. 80 laps is a long time. Indianapolis is a long track, and if you get any cautions, it'll just extend it. Long tracks are long pace laps. And I don't think many of these guys want to see a caution, especially these guys up front. Rick Fagone leading it. He's got 0.8 of a second over the 22 right here of Austin Wagner. Wagner has about 1 lap fresher tires than the 10 does. And I think he disappeared briefly. But that 1 lap, man, I mean, he's able to shave off a couple of tenths right here. Now he's going to fall back a tenth or two. Oh, he's on something all right, Diana. So Wagner right here in the 22 in the second spot. Richard Holland. Holland's a couple seconds back from those first two guys, so you can see, just how much of a difference that pitting a lap or two apart makes. There's Cody Williams right there in the 11 running fourth, but this guy right here, Corey Cook, damaged down the right side of the truck, so he's used it up pretty good, but he used it all the way up into the top 5. Corey knows how to do it. Corey knows how to put that truck up there, and don't matter if there's damage on it. That's all part of bumper humping. Oh. Well, I heard him back out of the gas, but he's got the 84 Brandon Winning. I think he was just getting off of it for the corner. Winning back here in the 6th spot, and Steve Seegers, I'll tell you what, if he didn't use everything, I mean every bit of racetrack coming out of the corner, I don't know what to call it. That 16 truck used the whole corner, most of the wall. And he's got a tailgate full of the 5 right here, and the 5's got a little bit fresher tires probably. Yeah, Coop in the 5 has 2 lap fresher tires than the 16, and this is a battle for the 7th position. I don't think the Coop's going to have any problem getting it, and you can see the 26 right there of Keaton Tripp pushing the 16. And that draft is not going to be enough to get him around that 5 truck. That 5 with 2 lap fresher tires is going to keep it. Or take the spot, actually. He's going to move the 16 back to the 8th position. So Coop staying out a little later, and I imagine that might have also been the deal here with oh no, Keaton Tripp is 1 lap down in the 26, so he must have got a penalty on pit road under the green flag pit stop, so you hate to see that. New leader, though, up front. 22, Austin Wagner. Vern ain't racing tonight. I'm broadcasting. Hal is, though. Let's go check on Hal, Amy. Well, he's inside the top 10 right here. As he goes around the Hooters.com truck right there, Noah Wagner. Hal Amy in the 10th position on the racetrack. And I think I got something pretty cool. There we go. We can pull that up. You'll see it on the bottom of your screen right there. It'll show the driver how fast they're going, how many laps they led, and where they started at. And that's something that I hardly ever use on these streams, but I'm going to use it tonight here. So Hal currently in the 10th position, started in 6th, faded back a little bit. Looks like he's got the truck figured out pretty good right here. Probably going to try to keep that right front tire under him for the long run. There we go. We'll jump on board with him here. You probably got to see some on board last night with the ARCA car. We got to get a caution, and I don't know that that's going to happen tonight. I don't know if we're going to have any fire. And I got a little plan for that. I didn't think about it before the broadcast tonight because I had to work on setting up another race server to change the setups in the trucks. But next week. Next week we'll be at Dover, so there's going to be fire. I mean, there'll be fire, because it's Dover. It's a short track, and that's what happens. But when you hear me say it next week, I have something coming up after that I think you're really going to enjoy. You'll still get the fire video, but I'm going to add some audio in there that I think is going to be pretty awesome. But we'll see what you think about it next week when we get the fire. I just got to cut some guys out, or not cut some guys out, but I got to cut some audio out and get the clip that I want so it doesn't give us a copyright strike on YouTube. But I will do it, and it's going to be awesome. So the other driver I said I'd check on, he's right here. That's the 81 of Michael McCauley. And when we're looking at his truck, we don't really want to look at the onboard. We go to the chase view, and as you see right on the back, you got the Little Mermaid. Ariel right there in the bottom right-hand corner. So Michael McCauley in the 13th position. Started 8th, dropped back to a little bit right here. But he's only about 9 laps on his tire run. And he's going to go around that 14 right there of Noah Wagner. The truck looks good. It looks like McCauley's keeping it clean. Clean and headed in the right direction. Hey, that's the only 2 things that are necessary when you're at Indianapolis. If you can come out of here with a couple of fenders, you did good. I know a driver that didn't. This guy right here, I can assure you, when we got to the finish line last night, was missing his left front fender. And I know that because I removed that left front fender from his car. So Rick Fagone starting 3rd and 2nd, led 12 laps tonight, had a great race so far. And we're 32 in, about 8 short of halfway. So we'll see if Fagone and a teammate right here, Richard Holland, who's in the 3rd position, have a little plan to upset that 22 car Austin Wagner. Wagner 3rd here last night in the ARCA car. He's led 6 laps now after getting around the 10 truck of Rick Fagone. So Austin Wagner figuring Indianapolis out pretty well. 3rd last night. I believe he had a car capable of winning, but I think I did too. So, and neither one of us did. He was 3rd and I was 4th, but I was trying to get up and get around him to get that podium finish, and I restarted 8th with 3 to go there, and there just wasn't enough time. So I've had the opportunity to race against Austin over here at WFO quite a bit, and always a lot of fun, a great driver. And no surprise to see that 22 get up front here tonight. And Richard Holland's in a battle for the 2nd spot. That's his teammate right there, the 31 of, or actually it wasn't Holland. Holland went around Fagone, who was in 2nd, so that's going to move Richard Holland up to the 2nd position. Rick Fagone's going to fall back to 3rd. Now we got, you see Cody Williams, a little bit of chance right there in the 11 to catch up with these 2 guys. So I don't know if the 11's going to get enough run on the 10 to maybe make a run at him right here. All right, Nate Watts, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for coming into the stream and hanging out with us for about half the race here. Man, Fagone's going to pull all the way down to the bottom of the track. And I believe he's going to let the 11 go by right here. So Cody Williams in that 11 is going to go right by the 10. The 11 started on the pole position in the ARCA Series last night and the Truck Series here tonight. Hey, Bender, what's up, buddy? All right, let's pull this back up again and work on some of these drivers. We're going to go work on the 84 Brandon Winning right now, that green truck in your picture. Brandon started 4th, currently in the 5th position, and he's in a battle with that 5 of Coop. I'll tell you what, Coop held he held out a couple more laps than everybody else did, the 5 truck of Bradley Cooper. And he has been driving through the field. He just drove himself back into the top 5 as we get longer in the run. And he's going to have a couple more laps of fuel than anyone else. Oh, Bender Nation ain't making it in here tonight, it don't look like. The feller was walking around the house. Oh, thanks, man. That feller was walking around his house again. And, you know, he lives in West Virginia, so there are a lot of mountains and rocks and hills. And I tell him, if you're going to get up off the couch or anywhere, to put your crash helmet on to protect the melon. Because, you know, top right-hand or left-hand corner in black and white, it pretty much explains everything. Black and white, self-explanatory. So I think Nation has once again got up without his helmet on. And he may have a concussion or be laying out in a who knows in West Virginia. I mean, who knows what Nation's doing. But he's not here. All right, so that was the 84 winning. I think we went over the first 5 drivers before that. We'll go right here to the 16 of Steve Seegers, who's getting passed by the 26, but the 26 is not on the lead lap right now. The 26 is trying to drive his way through the field to get back on the lead lap. We have Seegers in the 7th position, right where he started, actually. So Steve's truck looks like it might have a little damage on the right front, but don't look too bad other than that. Oh, yes it does. The bed's beat in pretty good on the right side. So I conveniently missed that part, but it's all right. We can do that. Now we'll see if we can make enough noise to wake Nation up if he's taking a nap. We might be able to get him up. We're not at the halfway point yet, and he's known to come in during the second half of the race or with about 2 or 3 laps left in a race. We've seen him come in. So while he's not here, we're going to go back to the 8th place truck who started 15th. That's right, 15th, Corey Cook started. Towards the back of this field here, he's still got the damage down the right side of the Mobile 161 truck. But the bumper humper is making his way forward as he's went from 15th all the way up to the 8th position. So Corey Cook having a good run here. So far, and I bet you that he's got a fast repair left still, so later in the race he'll probably use that and fix that truck on one of these green flag pit stops. And speaking of those green flag pit stops, I believe the 22 might already headed that way. Nope, he's still on the track. So Wagner still leading it. He's got about 1.5 seconds over second place. Richard Holland right here in the 31. 1.4 second now. I think Holland might be chasing him down a little bit. The 31 and 22 have the same amount of laps on their tires, so Holland's going after him a little bit right here. We are officially halfway through with the race here at Indy with the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series. Lap 40. Your leader at lap 40 is Austin Wagner in the 22. I'll tell you this, the pole sitter right here, Cody Williams, still doing a heck of a job. He's not far behind first and second right now, and definitely, even if this thing goes green, still in a position where he could possibly come up and sneak a win out of here tonight. In the 11, I don't believe the 11's punched it all the way into victory lane yet, but it's like I told him, I believe it was last week in an interview, it's coming soon. Holland's on pit road in the 31. Teammate Rick Vagone's going to come in right behind him right here. So lap 41. Safe time to pit, really. Making about 20 laps on a... well, I mean, if you go 20 laps a run, you do that 3 times, and that's 80 laps. Man, I don't know how Holland in that 31 got that thing on pit road. Or at least in his pit stall. He was close to overshooting it and definitely hanging it out real far on the right there. But He left enough room there, going to get to 31 serviced and send them back out on the racing surface as he goes by Fagone back there in the 10. So do I. So you see how it feels? I feel this way every day. And where is Nation? Has anyone seen Nation? Probably watching a broadcast laughing at me. He might be eating apple pie. In fact, might be what's really going on. And hopefully he took the helmet off to eat the apple pie, though. That's just kind of weird. So Coop is still out there. I don't believe he's brought it to pit road yet. He's going to take advantage of this here to lead a few laps. 5 trucks in pretty good shape. I don't see any damage on that thing. And we've seen Coop driving right back through the field. So the Coop, man, he's having a pretty good night right here. Steve Seeger's also still out on the racetrack. Steve's got about 21 laps on his tires on the 16 truck, so we know he's got at least a couple more laps of fuel left in it. And we see the 06 of Rylan Neese. He has not pitted yet. But Rylan has the 22 Austin Wagner, who is already pitted. The 22 is already pitted. And he's going to go right around Rylan and take over the 3rd position, so... And now he's going to flash a little bit, but you see Richard Holland after the pit stops has caught him a little bit more, it looks like. Holland's within a second of Austin Wagner right now. All right, Diana, thanks a lot. Hope you start feeling better. Maybe apple pie will be the trick. That's right, I did it again. I said it again. So the 5 of Coop is still leading it. He's got about 21 laps on those tires right now. But he is he's about 22 seconds ahead of that 22 Austin Wagner, so I don't think he's in any danger of losing a lap or anything right here. But Wagner has only got about 1 second flat on this 31 of Richard Holland. So Holland definitely isn't letting that 22 ride away from him tonight. And I think I'll be honest with you, I think that 5 truck might be on a completely different strategy. I think he might be doing something completely different here. Oh, he's going to lock him up coming to pit road. Get her woe down, Coop. Don't get that speeding penalty coming on the pit road here. You're welcome. Go feel better, Diana. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. Hopefully I'm not boring everybody to death tonight. I'm trying to keep it a little bit entertaining. I am by myself, so if I keep it too entertaining, there's probably something wrong with me, but I'm doing the best I can. So the 5 of Bradley Cooper's on pit road. He's going to give up the top spot, and he's going to hand it over to this driver who's only about 1.1 seconds now ahead of this driver, which is a HJRM truck. That's the number 31 right there, Richard Holland. Holland going by the school bus. Jared Cox right there in the 28. And I don't know if the short bus there might have had a little trouble on pit road. We'll have to see. It's got Cox all the way back here to 16th position right now. So Jared Cox maybe had a little trouble on pit road, maybe a penalty, so he's going to be scored a lap down. But so's 15th place right here. It looks like it's going to be scoring Hal Lamy a lap down too. The good news is Hal just come off of pit road, so he's on fresh tires, and I don't think the leader's too far ahead of him where Hal might be able to drive up there and get his lap back. He may be able to use the fresher tires to his advantage. Yeah, I got some plans for the ARCA car next week. I done warned him I'm gonna make some changes to the rig, and I'm gonna try to do something. You see the 3 going by the 14 right now. He's in the 15th spot. He's got Mayhem Moody in the 88 truck as the next one in line. And then Keaton Tripp up there in the 26. And as this thing gets sorted out, we're going to have to see who the first one a lap down is. I don't think it's McCauley right here, but yeah, that is Austin Wagner, the leader, right behind that 81 on Michael McCauley, and that's why I changed cameras real quick. McCauley's in the 12th position, technically the last truck on the lead lap right now. So McCauley's on the tail end of the lead lap, lap 47 of 80. If you're just joining us or you haven't seen yet, we have had 0 caution flags, so no fire tonight. Because we've had no caution, so no cautions, no fire. That's the rules. Sometimes I'll say it without a caution just because we didn't have a caution. But that's okay. It's in black and white, my disclaimer, in the top left-hand side of your screen there. I'm Village Idiot number 1. Village Idiot number 2 is not here tonight. So Richard Springer in the top 10 right here, and he might be in a battle. He's got the 06 of Ryland Neese right there. And that is a battle for the 10th position. Springer has it in the 21. The NASCARmoney.com 06 of Ryland Neese probably wants it. And you see Hal Amy right there wants to get around these guys and go up and get a lap back. Oh, 06 disappeared briefly. Hal Amy's going to take a look underneath of him right here with his 3 truck, and he's trying to get these guys out of the way and go up there and work on a lap back maybe. And up front, man, I'll tell you, I don't know what's going on with the 31. As McCauley goes a lap down right here, the 81 is going to be 1 lap down. Good news for the 81 fans is he is officially the first one a lap down. So if, in fact, there were a caution to come out, the 81 would be the benefactor there and get the lucky dog. But back up front, this 22 of Austin Wagner stretched that lead out to about 3 seconds over the 31 of Richard Holland. So we're going to have to take a close look at this 31 truck and see if he might have been flirting around maybe with the outside wall a little bit. Don't look like it. Don't see any damage on the right side. So maybe the 31's backing the run up a little bit and saving on the tires. I don't know. He might be working a little different strategy or mojo right here. But he's up a few seconds over this driver right here. That's the 11 of Cody Williams. So Cody having another great run here tonight. Had a really good run in the ARCA car. Set on the pole both races, the ARCA and the truck race. And I started second in that truck or that ARCA race last night, and man, I mean to see the lap time that 11 laid down in qualifying was phenomenal. So Cody Williams in this 11 has been picking up steam and speed week in and week out, and it's just a matter of time before he finds himself in victory lane right here. So I always wish Cody the best of luck. And now we got Rick Fagone right here in the 10. Rick, we've seen him lead a little bit tonight in the 4th position right now. Truck's still clean. These guys only got about 10 laps on the last stint, so they're probably going to go about 10 more before they pit here. But one of the ones I'm really keeping an eye on because he has much fresher tires than those guys in front of him. And that's a 5 of Bradley Cooper, and he's just about ready to catch that 61 and get a lap back. And it looks like the 61 got the damage on the right side of his truck fixed, so that's a good sign. Those red wheels on that truck, you got to love it. Coop, you nailed it on the wheels, buddy. You nailed it on the broadcast last night, too, man. So you see Coop right here, fresher tires than even the driver in front of him in the 61. And Coop's going to go after him going into the corner, and no problem going around the 61 of Corey Cook right here. And that's going to move the 5 of Bradley Cooper right back into the top 5. So the big cheese is headed in the right direction. Like I said, he's got a lot fresher tires on his truck, so that's going to help him out here. Corey Cook's going to try to tuck in for the draft right down the straightaway. Coop just running a little bit higher line into the corner. I'll tell you, he got around Corey, but Corey's hanging with him, and that might be a little bit of the draft. Might take Coop a few corners to shake the 61 off the bumper. But Enrique's about 10 seconds ahead of Coop, so Bradley the Coop Cooper, has a little work to do. We have 28 laps to go. We've had 52 laps complete right here at Indianapolis. No caution flags. So these drivers have done a heck of a job. Oh, you're very welcome. It's awesome when I see you come into the chat. You help out a ton, and there's actually, I'm glad that you brought that up, because there's actually something I was planning on doing tonight. And I forgot all about it, so I'm going to go ahead and do it, and we'll see if you notice what I did. Next time you type a message in there, you'll probably see it. So that is for you, Adriana. That's my appreciation for everything you do for the WFO channel, especially in the YouTube stream. There you go. You got the wrench. That's awesome. We're glad to have you tune in every week, Tuesday and Wednesday nights, and we know that you're gracious enough to give your time to work on a driver of the day. And I know it's not a lot of math, but after work, your brain might be already stressed out enough that you don't want to mess around with it, but you come in and you have fun with us, and we really appreciate that. And you need to have the wrench by your name so you can handle. I do that so you guys can, or you ladies can, keep people in their place. And I hand Nation one, and he just starts muting people. He'll put them in hiding and timeout and stuff. I'll go into our YouTube settings, and Nation will done have somebody in there in timeout. I call it YouTube jail. But sometimes I'll go in there and I'll clean those out, so we're not looking like we hold any grudges on anyone. So back up front, the leader is still the 22 of Austin Wagner. 25 laps to go. These guys are only about 5 laps away from green flag pit stops. Actually, Bender, that's not a bad idea, man. You're in here a lot too, so, and I trust you. And if I give everybody a wrench, you guys can just take care of each other. I don't even think I have a wrench. I'm not. The WFO account I do, obviously, but I'll have to get on it on my phone to see if I got a wrench on my other account. I don't even know how to use YouTube on it no more. We'll figure it out. Oh, wait. I got one for you, too. There we go. I'm on a roll now. All right, so let's see here. I'll watch it on my TV. If I want to watch it on my TV, you dumbass, I'd put it on there. Sorry about that, YouTube. Oh, I can hear myself, so we'll turn that down and... Why? So 23 laps to go right here. Yeah, look at that. I just typed in there on my main account, and I told you that I did not, in fact, have a wrench by my name. So I'm not even an admin in my own channel. That's crazy. Meanwhile, back at the racetrack in Indianapolis, or should we say back at the farm, Austin Wagner in the 22 has 22 laps to go. Hi, Melissa. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully we can put a smile on your face. I denied my own self, Bender. You're exactly right. I didn't figure that I had the authority to have the wrench by my name. I just don't have that authority. So for all you 3 fans and everyone who's put a vote in for the 3 for driver of the day, and just to put a smile on Melissa's face, because I don't think maybe she just needed the smile. We'll see here. We're going to go on board with the 3 truck of Hal Lamy. And we're going to make an entire lap around Indianapolis as we just cross the start-finish line. We have 21 laps to go here, so you can see how tight the truck is as Hal fights it through the turn. And now, after a short straightaway, he's got another turn, and that thing just don't want to turn down in the corner. You look at that red tape right in the middle of your screen. As he goes down the long straightaway right here, this truck don't get up to a lot of RPMs, and certainly not a lot of speed at 175 miles an hour, but look how far that red tape goes to the left to turn that thing into the corner. Now he's going to come out of turn 4 down this long straightaway right here and back to the start-finish line, and that right there is what a lap inside the 3 truck looks like. Versus a lap outside the 3 truck. And the 3 is a lap down, but he does have the leader right there coming up on him. And I'll tell you what, I think the last round of pit stops are going to be coming up pretty quickly too. And I'm not sure that's yeah, he's still the leader. He hasn't pitted yet. So the 3's got the 22 of Austin Wagner on his bumper. And the 3's going to drive it high right here. He's not going to hold the leader up, and the 22 is going to go around him. That 22, looking on the clock, has got about a 7-second lead. But I can tell you right now, there's a reason for that. The 31 is pitted. And I believe the 31 is done pitting. That's the important thing. So Richard Holland in the 31 truck making his way off pit road. Austin Wagner still on the track, 19 to go, just went around the 3. Wagner has the 13.7-second lead over Enrique Rick Vagone right here. Oh, I enjoy it too. I love coming in the booth on Wednesdays, sometimes on Tuesdays when I need to. A lot of fun when Nation comes in here, but we didn't have that opportunity so far tonight. But hey, anything can happen with 19 laps to go on a racetrack and in a broadcast booth. So there's no holds barred at WFO. That's part of the reason why we're WFO, but the leader is on pit road. And with 19 to go, I'm going to say he takes 4 tires. I don't think he's going to try anything strange right here. But we're going to find out for sure, 110%. I wouldn't take 2, but right side of the truck goes up, so we know he's taking right side tires. Probably going to be close to a full tank of fuel. Left sides go up, so it's going to be a 4-tire stop for the 22 as you see Enrique in the 10 truck coming to pit road here. There's the 10. He's just getting to his stalls. The 22 is driving off pit road. So that shows you the kind of distance that we're in between him and the leader, what 14 seconds or 13 seconds looks like. Wagner going to rejoin the racing surface. And your leader by about 15 seconds is going to be the number 5 right here of the coupe, Bradley Cooper. You see David Moody right there in the 88 working around coupe. So Moody right there still got a clean truck in that 88 as we're watching the 5 of Bradley Cooper, and Moody right there on the old tailgate, and the truck looks pretty good. 17 laps to go. This race has been caution-free at Indianapolis with the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series. Week in and week out, these guys prove that you can go 80, 90, 125, or 30 laps, and you can go the whole way without bringing out a caution. Sometimes, though, they'll go a whole race and get a caution late, and then they'll have 4 more cautions after it. So, with 17 to go, Indianapolis is a long track, and anything can happen. Man, look at Moody. Got a run on the outside of the 5 truck. And I think the 5 truck, I don't know if he's slowing down for pit road or if Moody's just flexing some muscle out there in the 88. They're going to go side by side, and this isn't a race for position at all. That's just Moody and the Bass Pro Shops truck there flexing a little bit of muscle. Yes, I did. She's awesome. Melissa is awesome, and I think she knows how we feel about her here. We look out for her. We look out for all of you. I know that you guys, you gals and guys look out for us, and man, I'll tell you, Coop scares me when he brings it to pit road. He had all 4 tires locked up and smoking on entry. And the Cheez-It Big Cheese truck is going to make his final pit stop with 15 laps to go. And after it all cycles through, your leader is going to be the 22 of Austin Wagner. And this driver right here, the 31 of Richard Holland, is going to find himself about 2.7, almost 3 seconds back. So Holland either needs a caution or he's got a little bit of work to do to get it up there, and hopefully he can. But I'll tell you, to have 2 trucks about 10 seconds apart after 65 green flag laps at Indianapolis is pretty impressive. It's a long track, so you can go about, 45, 50 seconds back before you go a lap down, 55 maybe. You can go back a ways before you go a lap down. And I'm trying to see, I think Keaton Tripp might be the last truck on the lead lap in the 2026 truck right here. Keaton's in the 7th position. So we'll go through your lead lap trucks. Of course, your leader right here, the 22 of Austin Wagner. He's led 35 laps of the 66 here so far. Richard Holland in 2nd. Where's our... Holland hasn't led any laps at Indy so far in the trucks, but he's been up there in the top 2 for a while now. Cody Williams right here started on the pole, led 9 laps of the race, and Cody's back to Cody's sitting in the 3rd position. So he's been in the 3rd spot for a while right here. Cody having a good run tonight. Started on the pole. And then in 4th on the lead lap right here is going to be the 10 truck of Enrique Del Toro, Escobar, Vagande, McDaniel, the 2nd, Jr. Sanchez Jr. That's what Nation put on there last, Sanchez Jr. We just call him Rick Vagone. Vagone in the 10 truck, currently sitting in the 4th position. And it looked like the 06 of Ryland Neese was on his bumper, but Neese is a lap down. So now back here in 5th is the 61 of Corey Cook. And yes, he in fact did get the damage on the right side of that truck straightened out. Corey starting 15th tonight. I think come into the race a little bit late, so didn't get a lot of practice in. And Corey doing a great job with that 61 truck, working his way up 10 spots into the top 5 right here and on the lead lap. So we have 6 on the lead lap, in fact. And the final one on the lead lap is going to be this 5 truck right here, Bradley Cooper. Coop actually started 2nd, led 7 laps here at Indianapolis. And Coop has got a little bit fresher tires than those in front of him. So we'll have to see if Coop can make up maybe a spot or 2 in the final 12 laps around Indianapolis. And for all you Hal Amy fans out there, Hal has made up a couple of positions. And Hal's up to the 13th spot. As he's following the 11 right here. They are not on the same lap, so I believe, though, the 3 truck may have some fresher tires. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see the 3 actually taking a look on the inside there. And, you know, the 11's the 3rd place truck, so that's going to show you what kind of speed the 3 truck has in it. And Nation's got about 11 laps if he's going to make it in here. But back up front, Austin Wagner. This driver's not having any problems conquering Indianapolis. Hey, Cindy. Welcome to the stream. Austin Wagner up to a 3.8 second lead. 10 laps to go now. So 10 laps to go at Indianapolis. And we will wrap up the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series here. In 10 laps and 4 interviews. And then I'll be back on tomorrow night for the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. They will be starting their chase at the Hyperdrive, at the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. So I have a 5-race chase over there to broadcast and bring live. If anyone wants to jump in and say hi, you're welcome to. We'll go back to 3rd place because we've seen Hal working around here. Cody Williams in the 11's in 3rd. And Hal Amy right there behind him's in the 13th spot. He's had an adventurous night in the 3 truck. So we'll go back to 4th. And that's going to be Rick Vagone. 9 laps to go. Then Corey Cook in 5th. Let's go back to 6 or 7. We'll find Brandon Winning in the 84. He's got the St. Patrick's Day paint job. Get lucky right there on the back of it. Good luck to you on the tailgate. Get lucky on the quarter panel. So, and he's got the clover on the hood. Brandon winning, I think, needed a little bit more luck than that tonight to try to get it up there at the end here. He's got about 9 laps to make up a lap in a lot of positions. So 8th place, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying 6th, but 8th place is going to be the one truck of Artie Peterson. I can't remember where Peterson started, but 13th it looks like. He made some spots up. We got to click off on this one thing here. There we go. This is better. I like the longer thing on the longer description on the bottom of the screen there. So we're going to use it when we go back through here, and we'll go back to 9th place. Ryland Neese started 10th, so he picked up a spot throughout the race. Ryland's still a lap down right here. We got a whole handful of trucks that are. Another one a lap down is going to be the 10th place driver right here. That's the 81, the Little Mermaid truck right there of Michael McCauley. So McCauley having a good race here in the top 10. Don't look like there's any big dents on the truck or anything. Then right behind him is going to be the 26 of Keaton Tripp. Keaton's in the 11th position. Keaton's being scored a few laps down right here with 7 laps to go. I know that he had at least one penalty on pit road and may have ended up with another one. But Keaton had a fast truck before that, able to go up and lead 3 laps of this race here at Indianapolis. And we'll go back to 12th place, Mayhem right there. That 88, David Mayhem Moody. Moody started 14th, picked up a couple of spots, and I'll tell you, Mayhem, that's what that Class C will do for you, man. So you pick up a couple of spots with the Class C, you'll pick up a few more when you get to the Class A, buddy. Keep working on it. You're getting there. The truck looks real good. '13th position, we talked about it a few minutes ago, but there he is for all the Hal Amy fans. There's the 3 truck. We found him. Hal's had an eventful night. But all in all, I think he's had a pretty solid one. Probably not real happy with the way the truck's driving here, but I think his night's been pretty solid. So we're 12-4. Go back one more spot, and I believe the only truck left in the field or the race tonight, as we've had about 3 or 4 guys retire. But that's going to be the short bus right here. Jared Cox driving a 28 truck with 5 to go. Jared, from where he started, kind of went backwards. And, you know, you got to, when you go green flag the whole way, any mistake on pit road is going to be a lap. That's just the way it works around here. If you're going to win one of these things, you got to be perfect on pit stops and everything else. You can't make mistakes on the track. No getting into the wall. No speeding on pit road. No unsafe pit entries. Anything like that will come and bite you right in the rear end, and you will not win the race. You got to be mistake-free. Because somebody else will be. That's a fact. One or two of the guys will just go mistake-free, and they won't have problems on their pit stops, and if you have an issue, you'd be lucky to stay on the same lap out as they are. But if it goes green all the way, your chance of beating them just pretty much dwindles to nothing. Yeah, we all hope Diana feels better. So watching Enrique here, we'll go find Corey Cook. Man, Corey had it a little bit loose right there. He's just, I'm telling you, sitting in 5th, and he's really driving a 61 for everything it's worth with 4 to go. So that's a big feat to overcome. So Corey Cook, man, my hat's off to you, buddy. You come in late to the session. You started 15th on the field. You put that Mobile 1 truck up into the top 5. And you've really done a heck of a job. I know you haven't been on iRacing as much with your work schedule and missing some practice time, but darn it, Corey. 15th to 5th on a green flag race. No caution flags to make up spots. Did it all on a green flag run, buddy. That's a heck of a night. And a good race for you, good points race at Indianapolis. Ooh, man, he just uses up that corner. Right on the exit, right out by the outside wall. And then Coop right here. Coop's still a little bit behind Corey Cook. I don't think he's going to catch him with a few laps to go. But the big cheese, the Coop, Bradley Cooper in the 5, is up in the 6th spot. So we got 2 to go. We're going to get back on up front. We don't really have a battle for you unless the 22 has some problems with 2 to go. But Austin Wagner's put it up front for a while tonight. 47 laps to be exact. And he is up there by 6.2 seconds. And when he takes the white flag, there's going to be 1 lap to go and no chance of a green-white checker finish. So keep that in mind. If we have a caution come out before he gets that white flag, then we'll have a green-white checker. But once he takes the white flag, the race will become official at that point. And I can tell you, if there is a caution, I doubt it'll be the 22 truck. And I believe the white flag's out right now, so no green-white checker is in our future at Indianapolis. And this driver has 4 turns to conquer to seal the deal at Indianapolis with the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series. Leading 48 laps going down the back straightaway on lap 79. The final lap, white flag's out. Bringing it into turn 3 right here. Down the short straightaway into turn 4. And this will be for the final time for the driver of that 22. Austin Wagner bringing it down 4, driving it to the bottom, doing a little bit of a victory celebration early. Coming up to the start-finish line, Austin Wagner is going to win at Indianapolis with the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series. Second place right here is going to be the 31 of Richard Holland. In third, you're going to see that number 11, Cody Williams. And then back in fourth is going to be Enrique right there in the 10 truck, Rick Vagone. And rounding out the top 5, Corey Cook in the 61, the bumper humper truck, is going to bring it home in the top 5 with the Bradley Cooper right behind him. And we'll get back on the leader. He's going to do some burnouts here and caution free for 80 laps for the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series at Indianapolis, and one hell of a job by every driver in the league. Just a great job for these guys. You see Austin's happy. Sawing on that steering wheel. And he's going to burn it down. We're going to get him up in the broadcast booth for an interview. 80 laps. Finishing at a decent time tonight. And we're going to look for Austin. And I don't see him. He's probably got to come in the Discord. I don't know. I think I'm in the wrong channel here. Here we go. Austin Wagner, I need to get you in Discord, buddy, if you're listening to the broadcast or anyone is. Got to get you in this staging room or somewhere so we can pull you up for an interview. Going through the Discord channels, and I don't see our race winner in the 22. So I'm going to call out one more time for the 22, the race winner. We're going to need you in Discord for your driver interview. You see the team celebrating right there. I believe the 3 truck of Hal Amy is going to take the driver of the day honors as you look at your top 5 on the board. And I'm going to give him about another minute, and I'm going to move on. Oh, 22 just blew up. Richard Holland, this is Vern up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you, Vern.
I'll tell you what, man. I know it probably wasn't a win that you were looking for here at Indy, but coming home second here, 80 green flag laps, not a bad race for you, buddy.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with no cautions, right?
No, yeah, caution free.
Pretty cool. That was awesome.
I didn't burn it down with fire one time tonight. I was kind of missing the fire. So was everybody else in the broadcast. They're like, what the hell, no fire tonight? No,
yeah, really. Yeah.
No fire tonight. Yeah, we had to do the interviews a little out of order. Austin made it over here in the staging room late, and I got to get her going after the race. You know how that is. I got points and stuff to do.
I got you. Yeah, no, I got you.
But, man, I'll tell you, the 31 was fast, and was the 22 just that strong throughout the run?
Yeah, he really was. I thought it was the clean air, but, as he pulled out to a 3-second lead, 4-second lead, I mean, I had clean air too, so it wasn't that anymore. I don't know, he's just strong here. We didn't have nothing for him, but I was hoping that me pitting a few laps sooner, I could get closer to him when he come out and try to put the pressure on him, see if I could make him make a mistake. But he ran a great race, flawless. He didn't make a mistake, and he was fast. I don't know how he was doing it, but he was fast.
Yeah, I was looking at that too because I seen that you'd pitted a couple laps before he did on that final pit stop, and you picked up a little ground, but it still looked like you were back almost 3 seconds when that sorted out after those pit stops. So you were back there 2 or 3 seconds with 2 lap older tires.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. We were about 3 seconds back before we pitted, and then I got a second on him, and we were about 2, I think, when it sorted out, and then he just drove away from us. So,
but I'll tell you, you didn't start up in the front, and a lot of you got to look at that because it was a green flag race. So I believe you started 12th tonight.
Yeah, we did. Yep. Yeah, we had to battle our way up there to get up to the front, and then once we did, I mean, pretty much ran there the rest of the night, but just didn't really go anywhere. Didn't fall back. Didn't gain any more ground. We just ran second or third.
Well, it worked out for you to get up to the top 2 from 12th. That's a pickup of 10 spots right there, Richard Holland, and you're locked into the chase already, and a heck of a points night for you, buddy.
Yep. Yeah, we'll definitely take it.
I got to see where we're headed. I think we're headed to Dover next week. That sound familiar?
Is it that or a road course?
Oh, might be a road course. Let's see. Yep. We are headed to Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, so we're going to go to the road course. How do you feel about that, Richard Holland?
Nah, not very good. I don't like road courses very well.
Come on, now. Get a little bit of practice then. I think you do fine.
Yeah, we will. We'll practice, and we'll see what happens, but we'll basically just strap in and go for a ride, basically.
That's all you can do, man, and I wish you the best of luck there, Richard, but you have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth, buddy?
Just the guys we race with every week. It's a lot of fun racing with these guys and shooting the shit with them and hanging out and stuff. It's a lot of fun, and then, like I say, you guys for putting it on. You being here every week, putting in the broadcast, even though Nation don't show up. But, everything that everybody does for the league, Tim and Adam and Garrett, just all you guys.
Thank you, man. And I know I say it time and time again, but it's you drivers, first off, the league members that make me want to motivate me to come in and do this. And it's the fans, all the people that watch us on YouTube. I can't thank them enough myself, man. And you guys make the league what it is. All of you guys and all the gals and guys in the broadcasts. you make the league what it is.
Well, like I say, we wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for you guys and doing what you guys do and putting it on for us. So, and the fans are, as you go and you get the fan support and you realize these people watching, and then you get like the fans vote for you and you get a driver of the day award and stuff. It actually starts to kind of, you start to reflect on that, and you think about that during a race, and at least I do, and I think about that, and like these guys are watching, and you want to put on a show and have a good run for them, and they're they're rooting for you and stuff. So that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, it is, and it definitely kicks the simulation up a notch.
Yeah, it does. It's a good feature.
So it's nice to have that and be able to bring the broadcast to them live. And good job tonight with P2. I know we'll see you back in victory lane before the season ends a time or two.
Yeah, I hope so. We're looking forward to Dover, I can tell you that.
We'll go get it done. Richard, I got a few more interviews to get to, buddy.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
So congrats and good luck to you on the future ones.
Yep, thanks, Vern. Have a good one.
So that was our second place finisher. Yes, I did it out of order because this driver right here was not in the booth, but he is in here now. Austin Wagner, Vern Bradley up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
All right, we got you now. I had to skip you on the first interview, man. I hated to do it, but I had to.
I had to go run and go do some stuff real quick and forgot we were in the wrong Discord there. So
yeah, I have points to do after the races, so I tried to get to the interviews as quickly as possible, and I held out for you a couple minutes, man. But damn,
sorry about that.
How fast was that 22 truck tonight?
A lot faster than it was last night, that's for sure. I was surprised to see it go green all the way, and luckily we didn't make any mistakes on pit road like I normally do, and I was able to stay out of trouble. Had a lot better luck than I did last night. So.
Well, you were third with the ARCA car last night, and I know that because I was behind you in the fourth spot. So
yeah,
I know you were in the top three in that thing, and man, you come out here and once you got out front, there was no catching that 22 truck. No catching it.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting it. Me and Keaton, we started from the back there, and we just decided to just stay bumper to bumper on that first run and just see if we could bump draft our way up to the front or try something there, and worked out. Unfortunately, he got some trouble on pit road there on that first pit stop and set him back about a lap, but
yeah, that's kind of what I assumed is that he got caught on pit road, maybe a speeding on entry or something, and got held up there a little bit. And it looked like Keaton was just, from that point on, fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah, we never really did practice pit stops or anything, so it was really our first time doing it. And yeah, he just got in there a little too hot and about spun it out. He saved it, got an unsafe pit entrance, and then a little speeding, so set him back about 40 seconds, so he was hoping for a caution. Never really got one. But
after 80 green flag laps and 3 or 4 green flag pit stops, you might be a little bit mental exhausted, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's for sure. I was sitting there waiting for the caution to come out around after that first pit stop. I was sure it was going to happen, and it just kept going. Everyone was spread out, and
that's awesome though at Indy. To go 80 laps like that with the trucks and do it caution free, that was really awesome. But I've talked about this a few times because this isn't the first time the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series has went caution free. But I don't think the people watch it, and that's why I try to have you guys explain it, really understand the concentration that is behind making these green flag pit stops.
For sure.
You guys really, and I mean, I race from time to time and still do it too, but it's really a ton of concentration to not make a mistake.
Yeah, especially at this track. You're racing 4 different corners a lap, and it's really easy to get tight off the corner, hit the wall, and send it around or make mistakes on pit road, especially with that exit. And yeah, props to everyone in the league tonight for keeping it green. That was cool.
Yeah, and when it comes to this truck series, man, you did something tonight that's not an easy accomplishment, and that was outrun that 31 truck. Yeah,
he had a lot of speed tonight and last night, and it was I was definitely working the wheel the entire time, trying to keep him behind me, and yeah, he was pretty fast tonight too.
Well, did you have 2 hands on the wheel or 1?
Definitely two, the entire time there. So.
Yeah, this is I was messing with Coop last night and told him it's a 2-hand track, so you got to have both hands on the wheel. Because he asked me if I was chatting, and I said, "Man, if I'd have pushed that button, I'd been in the bleachers."
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, so it kept me quiet. Anytime you get to these tracks like this, you got to drive on, and not some of them bigger 1.5 miles with that banking that you can just relax and drive it with one hand. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And you won't do it next week when we head to Mosport either.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't have that track yet. We'll have to start practicing that soon, but that should be interesting along with the road course there. That's going to be a constant green flag run too there, so another 2-hand racetrack, and should be fun.
Yeah, we're going to give you drivers a workout between this week and next weekend, and then I don't know, we going to Dover or somewhere? I
think Dover, which I guess that'll be a workout too almost. But.
Yeah, that'll be another 2-hand track, so about 3 2-hand tracks in a row ought to be pretty fun for you.
Yep.
You have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth?
Shout out to Wagner Trip Motorsports. We had my little brother Noah join on tonight.
I've seen that.
He was just out here learning. This is probably one of the worst tracks for him to come out here and make his debut and learn. But I mean, he kept it clean, didn't bring out a caution or anything. So glad to see that. Shout out to you guys for putting the league on. Shout out to NASCAR, www.nascarmoney.com. That's all I got.
Man, speaking of Noah, I give him a little bit of camera time tonight, Austin. And I knew he was brand new to it, and he really did a great job keeping the truck clean for the time that he was out there. But I want people to remember this, because I'll bet you within a couple of months that he's up there racing with you.
Yeah, I mean, if he picks up everything as quick as Andrew, Rylan, and Keaton did, I'm sure he'll be up there running with us, hopefully. And
I think he will. That's why I'm saying that. I mean, we've seen Noah tonight in his debut, at least at WFO. And I think people by the end of the season might be amazed at what kind of gains that young man makes. And we have to get him a permanent number.
Yeah, we realized once he got in there, he had Jeff Martin's
Jeff
number,
wasn't here tonight, so it wasn't a big deal. But in the future, we're going to have to get him a permanent number. But we'll take care of that. Man, congratulations to you on your win tonight. I know you worked hard for it, and you deserve that.
Yeah, thanks.
And maybe we'll catch you after Mosport next week for an interview.
Yep, hopefully.
But we'll definitely find out then. Have a good night, Austin.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.
Let it soak in and enjoy the victory, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. See you next week.
That's your race winner right there, Austin Wagner. And I got third place driver to get to. Switch some stuff around and find him. Cody Williams, this is Vern Bradley up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? I can't hear you, Cody. The light's on, but I can't hear you. I think you need to check your microphone. I think we might have some technical difficulties here with the third place driver. Nope, still ain't got you, man. Can't hear a thing. I think I even talked to him before the race, so I thought his mic was working. Yeah, his mic's still not working, Cody. Maybe it's just in this room here. Let me check some permissions out here. Now, you should be able to speak. There's permissions in the channel for you. But I'll tell you what, we'll drop down to the staging room. Cody, can you hear me? No, you're lighting up, man, but there's no microphone. I can see it lighting up, but there's no audio whatsoever. Still no audio. All right. We are having some technical.
What about now?
Oh, we got you now, buddy. Loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Top 3 finish tonight after qualifying on the pole once again. 2 nights in a row, you put the ARCA car P1 in qualifying, and you backed it up and put the truck there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm getting used to laying some pretty quick laps down, but I'm still trying to figure out these saving these tires and running with these guys. I was running some pretty consistent lap times there at the end. I'm learning a little bit every race.
Oh, man, you definitely are, and I got to turn quite a few laps racing you last night with the ARCA car, and I had a lot of fun. We raced each other clean. It was just a blast, man, and you're picking up so much week in and week out. And Indy is not an easy track. It really isn't. It's a driver's track, and you're up on the wheel all the time. And you had to make 3 or 4 rounds of pit stops under green flag tonight. And any little mistake will kill you in an 80-lap green flag race here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and I lost a lot of time to Richard and Austin both on the pit stops, and I felt like I hit them, pretty good. But you're right. I mean, it doesn't take much to lose, a couple seconds, because I was hitting 60 mile an hour right at the line, and they were still killing me out of the pits.
Well, you hit a bonus point tonight, and that's going to be for no incidents. So that's a good sign.
That's always a good thing. It always help out in the championship there. Trying to keep myself up in the top 5. I'm enjoying running with these guys. I'm not sure, I'm be able to get a win, but if I keep getting these top 3s and stuff, I'll be in good shape.
Well, you got it up in the top 5 in points. I updated them, and you're there, buddy. So you're right up in the top 5 in points and looking real good there. And, man, you're looking good on the track, and I know a win's coming for you this season. You're knocking on the door week in and week out, and you're closing the gap on being able to save on the tires. So I know the win's coming.
Yeah, I hope so. I really Indy's really not. It's probably one of my least favorite tracks. I was really kind of nervous about coming here. I'm not a big flat track guy, so I'm happy with my ARCA run and the truck run, because it's definitely probably one of my least favorite tracks.
Yeah, I didn't see that in qualifying, man. Not last night or tonight. So if it's one of your least favorite tracks, I hate to see it when we get to your favorite one. Is Mosport a favorite one by chance?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So you got to get the practice in before we head to Mosport next week.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be practicing there. And where else are we going? Daytona Road Course, I think. In the ARCA,
the ARCA car, we're going to head to the Daytona Road Course, and in the trucks, we're going to Mosport. And we're going to back that up with. I told Austin Wagner that I'm going to give you 3 2-hand tracks in a row. Actually, it's 4, because I'm pretty sure that you better have both hands on the wheel at Kansas.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But of course, Kansas was one of my favorite tracks, and of course, you know how that goes. Usually, your least favorite tracks you run good at, and then your favorite ones, you always end up having issues.
I'll remember that when we head to Kansas, Cody. I'm gonna remember that, man. I'm gonna hold you to it, man. All in all, though, 2 nights in a row, racing with you last night, I had a ton of fun racing around you. And I said it during the broadcast, and I'll say it anytime. It was a ton of fun. You raced clean. We run each other hard. We're competitors, but we race each other clean. And I see you do that with anyone out there, and it's awesome. You're picking it up. You're getting speed. The confidence is getting there, and I promise you the wins are going to come.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my biggest thing. I like to have respect on the track. Race people clean. Hopefully they race me clean back. I'm still learning that. Being able to race, real close, door to door, real hard. I still get a little nervous sometimes. But I'm getting there.
Yeah, you're definitely getting there. Cody, you want to thank anybody while we got you up in the booth, buddy? I still got an interview to get to, so.
Oh, you're good, man. I just thank you guys, man, putting on this show, man. It's fun. I have a hell of a time, and it's great. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next week.
Well, we look forward to seeing you at Mosport and the rest of the season, man. And I'll tell you, you keep picking up, and you're going to get into the chase and peak at the right time. And I think you'll be dangerous in the chase, buddy.
Hell yeah, sounds like a plan.
But get her done, Cody Williams. Congrats on your top 3 podium finish here tonight, and wish you the best of luck next week.
All right, appreciate it, Burn.
No problem. It's good talking to you again.
You too.
What happened to my staging room? Did I delete? No, we're in it. I didn't delete it. I left the broadcasting booth. All right, so that was the 3rd place finisher, Cody Williams, and I got to find a driver of the day for you. He picked up a spot, too. Good job to that feller. Hal, Amy, Vern Bradley up in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Vern Bradley? How's Vern Bradley?
Oh, Vern Bradley's perfect, and as you notice, Nation 01, he never made it.
Huh?
He never woke up. He stayed asleep, or he might be grounded, Hal.
Maybe.
He might actually be grounded, but we're live in a broadcast booth, and we're live in here still because I had another interview to do.
Do.
Yeah, and the forces turned to the 114 last night, and I got a Driver of the Day award.
Yes, you did.
And then the force turned back tonight, and you're the Driver of the Day.
Well, we had a good run in the beginning.
You did. You got it up there in the top 3 and was battling to get it up in the top 2, and I thought the 3 truck might go all the way to the front.
Well, we did that speeding off pit road thing.
Yeah, that happens. And
So that put me down.
that will do it every time. I talk about that a lot, and pit stops are the most overlooked thing on these green flag runs like this when you go caution-free.
Yep.
It is the most overlooked thing on the racetrack, and one mistake on pit road will bite you right in the ass.
Yeah, I thought I was by the line, and I wasn't. Got me for 6-3.
Yep. It just took it one time to do it, but man, I'll tell you, you finished. I seen you as far back as like 15th or 16th, and you
Yeah, I got back to 12th.
clawed back up to the 12th position. So you salvaged a decent night out of a mistake on pit road.
Yeah, it's like I was telling everybody else. I wish I wasn't that lap down because there at the end, I was right there battling with Cody.
So my question is, did the second session feel better than the first one we put up tonight?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
So the truck,
I don't think with that first session we'd have been caution free.
the truck turned a little bit better for you, right?
Yeah, it turned a lot better.
It still looked like it was a little tight on quarter entry. I mean,
It was tight. It was tight setup, but that other one you couldn't. I mean, it was hard to turn.
I seen some onboard, and I think part of it was even yours that looked like you were cranking the wheel pretty good to the left to get it to turn into the corner. And if I'm not mistaken, the K&N or the ARCA car felt like that after a few laps last night too. So
Yeah, that got tighter.
it got tighter as we went, and the truck's probably done the same thing. But man, I'll tell you, when the Hal Amy force and the YouTube channel comes together, buddy, there ain't no
Can't beat it.
You can't beat it. I mean, you will not beat it. You can't beat it. But they keep it awesome in the chat, entertaining the whole race. Even if Nation's not in the booth, I'm having so much fun with all your fans that it doesn't matter.
Oh, I appreciate everybody that comes out.
They keep me busy in the chat, and that's what it's all about. Keeps my mind on the race and even on what they're saying, so we can change topics for just a second to keep it interesting, and then we get back to what's important at WFO, and that's the racing.
That's good.
So we try to stay focused on the racing, and Nation wasn't in here, so we weren't sidetracked a ton tonight. But, you know, Nation's a sidetrack. You know that.
What
Hal.
he's doing? He must be snoozing.
Is he snoozing? Maybe he's got company.
He could.
You ever think about that?
Maybe he's dog sitting.
Maybe he is dog sitting. Or maybe, just maybe, he got off his couch without his helmet on again.
Yeah.
You don't do that in West Virginia.
No.
And how many times have we warned him about it, Hal?
He don't listen.
No, he don't, and it's dangerous. I mean, West Virginia he's from a flatland, Hal.
I know.
He went from a flatland to a hilly land, and I worry about that feller if he ain't got the crash helmet on.
All right.
He's got to wear it every day. He gets off the couch or out of bed, he's got to have the crash helmet on. He
Yes,
might
he
fall
must
down a
wear it.
mountain.
Well, he could, I guess.
We wouldn't. If he rolled down the mountain, would he in fact end up in Red's house?
I don't know. I think Red's across from him.
So Red's probably not downhill from him.
I don't
think
know.
I think Red is downhill because I think Nation's driveway goes downhill.
Nation's driveway does.
So if it goes downhill and Red's like across from him that way, Nation roll right down his front yard, right down possibly Red's front yard, right into Red's house.
I don't know, but if Nation rolled, he'd be even dizzier.
we don't want to wish that on him.
No.
It's like when he could have literally got up without a helmet on, and that ended his night. He'll get up about midnight.
Could be, or maybe someone put him to sleep.
Maybe. Adriana said, "Good job to you, Hal."
Thank you. Wish it would have been better, but we keep trying.
Yeah, Diana wasn't feeling good. Of course, you know that because I believe she lives with you.
Yep.
But
He hasn't been.
we hope that she starts feeling better, man. And Adriana picked up the slack and did the driver of the day, and I didn't even have to math again, Hal. I don't think they want me to math.
That's good. They don't want you to math?
I don't think they want me to math. No, I don't. Which is, I'm not complaining about it. Not going to complain. We don't.
Tell them you know how to math.
Yeah, but I don't like going through there and counting all that up during this and running the cameras and every damn other thing that I got going on between the race and the cameras and the whole computer.
All right.
It's just, I got Discord going on, I got OBS going on, I got the race going on, I got the YouTube stream going on, Hal, and then I got this whole damn control box with cameras and different buttons I can click and too much shit.
Nation, we can't even get to pay attention.
And then I got to commentate these damn things, so in Nation,
Yeah.
not even here. But Coop,
Not even here.
I'm not going to say anything because Coop solos it Coop can solo the thing really well too. And I've been doing it longer than Coop, so that's really awesome that he comes in on Tuesday nights and does that. And every once in a while, Nation's kind of like a special guest anymore, Hal. You know how they show up once in a while?
Well, he is special. And he is older.
Yeah, you have a good point there. But he's turned into the special guest. So maybe we'll get our special guest back sometime in the future. I don't know.
I don't either.
He might be in trouble. He could be grounded or he got up without his helmet. I think we went through all of that. And
Maybe he's going homework.
I thought I updated the points.
I don't know.
Guys,
Ain't looked yet.
refresh this again. I did.
I wind up with 0 incidents.
I don't know. I can't look because I'm out of there, but
I'm going in.
You're going in, huh?
I'm going all in.
Hold on. I can look right here. 0 incidents. Hal Amy, you had 0 incidents and gained a bonus point.
Wow.
And you are currently sitting 10th in points.
Yep.
So there you go, sir.
What's that cutoff thing Garrett put there at 8 in the Discord last week?
I don't know.
Well, I don't think we're taking more than 8, aren't we?
I thought we took 12.
Yeah, he had a cutoff at 8.
He just puts a line there. I can't remember exactly why, but
Can't either.
we'll get it. We'll get it all figured out. But we got the race figured out tonight in the Truck Series. The Wicked Wednesday Truck Series just has it figured out this whole season, Hal. Another caution-free race at like the second or third time this season.
That's what I told him. Good race, all caution free. Good job.
Yep, that's what it's all about. I'm sure there's a bunch of you guys that would have liked to seen a caution.
Yeah, one done me no good though.
One caution's never hurt anybody, right?
I'm looking on my relative to who I got a race one lap down, and none of them names are around me. So it's like, well, that ain't gonna do me no good.
No, it won't do you a damn bit of good there, will it?
No.
But man, I'll tell you, it's always fun on these Wednesday nights to come in here and talk to everyone and hang out and do this and watch the race. You know, last night I had the stress of being in the race, and tonight I get to
Yeah,
go
but
back and
that's
watch
all
it.
fun too.
It is. I had a lot of fun last. I like Indianapolis. I'm one of the drivers that do like it. So I had more fun last night than I did tonight.
Right.
But I still had fun tonight because I hadn't practiced the truck any, but really I didn't practice the car any either. So
I had more fun than I did last night too.
that's good. That's a good sign. And you were fast last night. You had the car up there in the top 3 for a while too.
Yeah, I don't know. This truck. Ugh.
It's different. That's for sure. But man, a lot of fun watching a race, having your fans in there, the 81's fans showing up again tonight. Bender, I
Well,
promoted.
thank you for broadcasting, Vern.
I promoted some new moderators in the chat, and then I chatted in there with my own Vern Bradley account. Realized I wasn't even a moderator, so that makes a lot of sense, don't it, Hal?
Sure you didn't lose your helmet?
My helmet's been gone for a while, I guess. But man, it was a lot of fun. It's just chatting with them, and I do hope Diana starts feeling better, and hopefully Nation can gain consciousness
Yeah.
just in time for us to close this down tonight, right?
Yeah, he'll come in after we're done.
Yeah, after we're done, he'll be in here, and there won't be nobody else in here at all.
Oh, I just woke up.
Yeah, just woke up. I'll go back to sleep, fucker. That's what we'll
Fucking
tell him.
sleep schedule's all fucked up, fucker.
He's I ain't seen his little light go green, but sometimes it'll be yellowed out like that, and he'll come in here and start talking, and it'll stay yellow.
Yes.
So
Sometimes he'll have it yellow so people think he's just
so people think
off.
he's not there, and he'll come in and listen to you and spy on you, won't he, Hal?
Yeah.
Nation's a spy. You sure he's not Russian or anything?
I was just gonna say.
Or
I
Chinese?
wondered. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe he is, in fact, the Chinese virus, Hal.
Maybe that's his new job.
Might be. Espionage.
He's spying on us.
With his crash helmet on.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see if he comes back in here and says anything to us after we trash him at the end of the broadcast, Hal. And
I don't care.
it doesn't matter. He'll get over it, won't he? Took him a
He
little
should
while,
have his
though.
ass. He
Get
should
it
have his
last
ass in here to take it.
That's right. And take it like a man. You got to take one for the team, Nation 01. How is it, in fact, the Village Idiots in the broadcast booth if only one of the Village Idiots is in here? Wouldn't that be Village Idiot Vern?
Yeah.
And not Vernon Nation Village Idiots. It'd be Vern Village Idiot.
Yeah, I guess so.
I have to talk to Nation about that. Adriana, thank you so much for keeping track of the driver of the day. Denise, actually, Procreate, that's Rylan.
Oh.
That fucking username is hilarious, man. But Denise, Cindy, Diana, everyone that come into the booth tonight. Bender's always in there. He's a lot of fun. Nate Watts.
Yeah.
Nate Watts chatting with us for a while before he had to take off. And, man, I'm just going to call it the force, the whole Hal Amy force. So they were out tonight, Hal.
Well, that's good.
And that's what does it for Driver of the Day. But we're at about, we're right at 11 o'clock. And it is time for me to tell everybody thank you for coming out. If you liked the broadcast, give it a like. If you didn't, oh well. We'll be fine. There'll be other races, right, Hal?
That's right.
If you haven't subscribed, hit that button, hit the little bell next to it, and that'll notify you when we are live at WFO. And you can come in and mess with the Village Idiots, or Idiot, depending on what kind of mood Nation's in. Or if he had his helmet on.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
We're pretty sure that he didn't tonight, but...
Didn't have his thinking cap on.
Exactly. But thank you. Thank you all for coming out. I have one more broadcast to do this week, but WFO doesn't.
Right.
But I have one to do tomorrow night. So if anyone's bored and wants to stop in, you can come in and say hi. Or fuck off.
See some cup cars?
Yeah, see some cup cars in action at, fuck, I don't even know, Hal. I probably ought to know this stuff.
I don't know where they're at.
Oh, I'll find out real quick. Atlanta, I think. But we'll check real fast and see. Chase race number 1 at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
There you have it.
So I will be broadcasting Cup Cars at Atlanta tomorrow night. If anyone's bored, wants to come in and say hello or fuck off, which is fine, but just make sure you put Nation after the fuck off. Right, Hal?
I guess.
I don't know why you'd tell me to fuck off, just Nation.
Yeah.
Or they
Put your
could,
helmet on.
they
Just
could-
write in capitals. Put your helmet on.
Put your helmet on, right. Or they could just come in and call me a traitor. I've seen other people do that, Hal.
Yeah.
But it was fun tonight. I'm glad that you had fun out there, and I'm glad to see you back in a Driver of the Day interview, Hal.
Yeah, it's been a little while, but
And Nation,
try to give it to our other guys too.
Nation may or may not be in a coma.
You might not be.
He may or may not be. We don't know yet. We'll see when he comes in the Discord, but for now, we're going to sign off without Nation. You believe it?
I can't believe that's happening.
Yep, we actually are on a Wednesday night, the night that Nation is usually here for it. We're going to sign off without Nation.
We're going to have to write this down. I think it's the first time we've actually had to go all the way out without him.
All the way off the air without him in
Yeah.
here one time.
Without him at all.
So before we get out of here, though, we only got one thing to say to Nation. Fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck you, Nation.
Right, Hal?
That's right. Fuck you.
So that's for Nation 01. And you can take that to sleep with you, buddy. Can't believe he did that to us. But thank you guys. Have a great night. And we'll see you at the road course next week, Hal.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You're excited, aren't you, Mosport?
Oh, no. I ain't happy at all.
Well, Richard Holland told me it was your favorite track, man.
No, I don't know where you got that from.
Did he lie to me?
Well, that ain't my favorite track.
So we're going to go to the road course next week, and Hal is going to, I'll tell you, man, that 3 truck will probably be a force to be reckoned with.
Probably start and park.
Start and park, Oh, we'll see about that. But I'm going to,
Yeah.
I got the points done, and I'm tired as heck tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody good night. Thanks for coming in.